Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Convocation Center. Let me just start talking.
Oh, hi. Okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Convocation Center here in California, Pennsylvania for today's PSAC West matchup between the Mercyhurst Lakers and your California Vulcans. My name is Jonathan Sape, and joining me for our very first ever game on the commentary desk is Noah Turner. Noah, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, John. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm really excited, looking forward to this. How are you feeling? Are you excited for your first game?
Yeah, first game. All the jitters are coming out now.
Coming into this one, both teams not having the greatest of seasons so far in the PSAC West. California sitting in 7th place with a record of 7-6, 1-3 in the conference. Mercyhurst 0-4 in the conference, 2-11 overall, sitting in last place. California still has playoff hopes and chances, but they need to start off strong here today. Coming into this set number one, California will be serving from left to right. Mercyhurst is going from right to left. Both teams making the substitutions they need. Serving first in this game will be the Mercyhurst Lakers. Back there to serve will be number 15, Isa McCaffrey. Waiting for the referee's whistle, and McCaffrey's going to get us underway. McCaffrey's serve hits off the top of the net, dug out by Howard. Set up on the outside for Berkey. Berkey's kill dealt with nicely, but there's going to be a violation called by the referee. It's going to be a first point of the game going to Cal. Now back to serve for the Vulcans will be Kalen Berkey. Berkey's serve, powerful, but dealt with awkwardly. And hits straight into Droneberger. Droneberger just taps it down to the ground. Second point for Cal. Berkey back to serve once again. The serve dealt with this time by Mercyhurst. Pass it outside, nice kill, dug out by Favada. Wawa with the back set and hit by Droneberger. It's going to get called by the referee. It's going to be a point going to Mercyhurst. What just happened?
She tipped it in. She pushed it over.
So illegal push, or illegal carry, I guess, from Droneberger, who gives Mercyhurst their first point of the game. Mercyhurst with the serve, dug out by Buwawa. Vivada with the setup, and Howard with the kill, dug out nicely. Now, Mercyhurst with the kill. That one too strong by number 9, Paige Miller. It's going to go out and it's going to be another point now to Cal. California makes the substitution, but Wawa back to serve. The serve dug out by Mercyhurst. Set up for the kill on the outside, and that time just too strong. California unable to get to it. Another point now for Mercyhurst. Back to serve for Mercyhurst will be number 8, Zoe Godomski. Godomski's serve isn't able to make it over the net. California gets their 2-point lead back 4-2. Just tuning in, we are still in set number 1, California with a 4-2 lead early here in game number 1. Back to serve now for Cal will be number 13, Ashley Barnes. Barnes to serve, just tips over the net and not able to be dealt with by Mercyhurst, frantically trying to dive around for that. Another point now over to Cal. California with a 3-point lead, 5-2. Barnes back to serve once again. Her serve a little bit stronger this time, dug out by Mercyhurst. Faint little tip over the net, but dealt with by Cal. Droneberger able to get that one back over. Mercyhurst with the setup and the kill. That one dug out nicely by Buwawa. Set up for Droneberger on the outside once again. This time dug out by Godomski. That kill blocked nicely by California, but Mercyhurst able to keep it alive once again. Another block by Cal, but Mercyhurst able to get it over this time. California still looking to set things up. Barnes is hit over, dug out nicely by Mercyhurst. That time just too strong for Buwawa to save, and Mercyhurst finally get the point there. Had to be the longest rally, I believe, of the first set so far, but California unable to convert on that time. Mercyhurst with the serve. Dug out by Lynch. In the middle, strong head just out of bounds by number 14, Elisa Ruggiero. Tried to find that back corner, unable to do so. Mercyhurst now trailing by 1, 5-4. Their serve. Dug out by Drumberger. Now set up on the outside for Drumberger. Her kill too strong, unable to be dealt with by Mercyhurst. California get their 2-point lead back, 6-4. California make their substitutions. Back to serve now is Drumberger after getting that point. Her serve dug out by Mercyhurst. Set up on the outside now for Miller. Miller's kill blocked, but a little bit of miscommunication by the Vulcans, unable to deal with that one, trying to figure out who's going to come for it. It's going to end up going out of bounds for Mercyhurst point. Mercyhurst serve dug out, and Howard able to get that one over. And set up a nice block attempt by the Vulcans, but California unable to keep that one out. Mercyhurst serve once again by Miller. Set up on the outside for the kill. That time blocked once again, but unable to keep it in bounds. California finally able to get back on the board. Now back to serve for the Vulcans will be Floyd. Floyd serve dealt with by the Lakers. Laker kill too strong out of play. California once again with a point, 8-6. Floyd back to serve once again. Floyd serve dug out by the Lakers. Another kill. That time goes out of bounds once again. It just seems like it keeps doing that over and over again. Mercyhurst just getting too strong on these kill attempts.
I'm seeing not a lot of elbow snaps.
Floyd now back to serve once again. Floyd serve dug out by the Lakers. Strong attempt dealt with by Barnes. Not trying to get it back over. Unable to do so is Dronberger, trying to find her teammate on the far side. Just a little bit too out of reach for her. With that, the score now sits 9-7 California. Mercyhurst with the serve. Serve dug out by Dronberger. Barnes attacked Howard, and Howard slams it down. The Vulcans find themselves double digits.
Yeah, it was a beautiful kill.
Nice pass by Barnes and a nice kill by Howard. Gives the Vulcans a 3-point lead. Back to serve now will be Riviera. Riviera's serve unable to make it over the net. And with that, both teams will make some substitutions as Mercyhurst find themselves down by 2, 10-8. Now back to serve for the Lakers. Will be McCaffrey. McCaffrey serve dug out by the Vulcans. Set up on the outside for Barnes again, or for Berkey, excuse me. That one goes out of bounds. Mercyhurst calling their way back down by 1, 10-9. McCaffrey serve once again dug out by Buwawa. Favada with the setup, and Howard with the kill stays in bounds. Point for the Vulcans. Being a former volleyball player yourself, how hard is it to execute on those deep hits, trying to find those back corners?
It's very, very, very difficult. Mainly the main thing they tell us is look off shoulders. It's a very difficult thing.
Howard able to find it that time, but Mercyhurst able to find the point this time. After a few hits, Mercyhurst able to just drop that one in. Vulcans unable to catch up to it. Both teams now in double digits. California 11. Mercyhurst 10 with the Mercyhurst serve underway. Back to serve for them will be number 4, Naisha Kelly. Kelly serve dug out by Buwawa. Favada setting up for Dronberger on the outside. And Dronberger's kill dug out by Kelly. Now set up for the kill. And the block attempt by Howard. And that time, number 9, Paige Miller for Mercyhurst, just unable, or just too strong for Howard to keep out. And things are all tied up here at 11. Kelly serve dug out by Buwawa. Bavada sets it up for Howard. Howard, nice dig by Mercyhurst, able to keep this one alive. Tapped over, dug out by Lynch. Now set up on the outside for Drumberger. Drumberger's kill. It's going to end up going out of play for the Vulcan point. Back to serve for the Vulcans is Buwawa. Her serve unable to make it over the net. Both teams now tied at 12 in set number 1. Mercyhurst now looking to serve and get themselves one of their first leads of the game. Mercyhurst serve dug out by Lynch. That time is going to end up out of play for the Mercyhurst point. Serve is Godomsky. Godomsky serve dug out by Drumberger. Nice block in the middle by number 10, Kayla Murphy from Mercyhurst. Mercyhurst now with a 2-point lead, 14-12. Serve dug out by Drumberger. Set up now for Drumberger on the outside. Nice kill to get the Vulcans back into this one. And after a run like that, the Vulcans really needed to get that point there. Coming in to serve now for the Vulcans will be number 13, Ashley Barnes. Barnes serve gets us underway. That one very strong, but dealt with awkwardly by Mercyhurst. The referee blows the whistle on the double hit and gives the Vulcans all tied up here. It's always very strange to hear the referee blow the whistle because I never really understand what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Barnes with the serve. Dug out by Kelly, now set up on the outside. Nice attempt by Lynch, but just too strong. Mercyhurst with the 1-point lead once again. And how easy is it for your team when you're on the offensive like that, when you have players that are able to hit the ball so strong?
It's literally the easiest help ever. I mean, main thing is defense always, but it's easy. It's much better if you have a offensive team that can actually hit.
And back into this one, both teams now trading ball back and forth. Nice little drop attempt, but great save. Drumberger now trying to get this one over, unable to get it over the net. After a long rally, Mercyhurst come away with the point, 16-14 here in set number 1. Mercyhurst with the serve. Dug out by Drumberger. Buwawa setting up for Drumberger once again. Her kill blocked and saved by Mercyhurst. Set up on the outside. Nice block by Cal, able to keep this one on. Mercyhurst trying to go for it once again. Cal going for the block. A great diving effort. And a bit of miscommunication by the Lakers. Gives California the point there. And ties things up. Or gives California a 1-point deficit. And how demoralizing is it after going back and forth for so long, and just one little miscommunication ends up giving the other team a point?
It's really terrible. It's like the worst feeling ever, because like you work so hard to get that point, and then for it to just like go away.
Unfortunate now is Mercyhurst on the attack once again. And Barnes trying to save that one, unable to do so. Drumberger with the diving attempt out of bounds. End up out of bounds. Nonetheless, giving Mercyhurst another point, still with a 2-point lead, 17-15 here in set number 1. Back to serving is Paige Miller. Miller's serve dug out by Berkey, now set up on the outside. And the kill attempt by Riguero is good enough, and California right back into this one. Now back to serve for the Vulcans will be number 16, Sophia Johnson, or number 9, Elijah Floyd, excuse me. Floyd serve, dug out by Mercyhurst. Block attempt by Cal goes out of bounds for the Mercyhurst point. And seeing that every time always frustrates me from watching it, because you get that solid contact, you get the nice block, but once it goes out of bounds, it just seems so demoralizing.
It is. Main thing is the closure blocks. You always have to cover your hands.
Nice kill by Howard, just slamming it down right in the middle of the floor. cuts the Vulcan deficit. Now back down to 1, 17-18. Back to serve for the Vulcans will be number 14, Gario. Gario's serve. Long but dealt with comfortably. Set up and kill in the middle. That one, the referee on the far side signal stayed in play, so will be the Mercyhurst point. Now both teams looking to make substitutions. Now back to serve for Mercyhurst will be number 15, Isaac McCaffrey. McCaffrey's serve. Dug out by Dronberger. Set up in the middle for Howard again, but that time Mercyhurst able to deal with it. Set up on the outside now for the Lakers. Dug out by Dronberger. Tavada just tips that one over. Mercyhurst able to deal with this one. Set up on the outside. That one dug out by Buwawa. Now set up in the middle for Dronberger. Dronberger's tip fools everyone and just able to drop that in the middle of 5 and gives the Vulcans the point. And that just goes back to all the previous attempts, just strong hit after strong hit, kill after kill, and then that time Dronberger able to just lay that one in there. California now after the serve, set up on the outside for Johnson. Johnson's killed way too strong, goes out of play. Mercyhurst now find themselves with 20 points, up by 2, 20-18. And when you're trailing in a set like this against a team as the Vulcans who are expected to win this game, when you're falling behind early in the set, what do you have to do to keep yourself mentally prepared and mentally fresh to go into to try to finish out the set?
I think you should go in most sets not thinking that you should win. That way, if it ever gets behind, you're not like put down by anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. California still with possession. Set up on the outside for Dronberger. Nice dig. Mercyhurst able to deal with the kill from Howard, and now that time Miller just trying to do what Dronberger just did to them, just tap that one over, but isn't able to get it over the net, and California find themselves with in a 1-point hold, 19-20. Wawa with the serve. Dugout now set up for Miller. Miller's kill blocked out of play. Like we talked about earlier, unable to keep that one inside. And Mercyhurst inching ever closer to taking set number 1. Lakers serve, dug out by Berkey. Now set up for Dronberger on the outside. Dronberger's kill. Dug out, now set up for Miller. Miller dug out by Buwawa. Favada sets it up on the outside for Johnson. Johnson's kill blocked out of play. California right back into this one, 20-21. And with that, California will make a couple substitutions. Back to serve will be Barnes once again. And the Vulcans find themselves in a hold, 21-20 here in set number 1. California with their serve. Barnes' serve. Dug out by Mercyhurst. Now set up a nice tapper, but California unable to deal with it. Mercyhurst only 3 points away from taking set number 1. And that goes back to just trying to set things up, just trying to force the defense to do certain things, and then just trying and then fooling them right at the end. How difficult is it to adjust to things like that?
Very difficult. The main thing is to read off hands, because hands is usually the main thing that will tell you where the setter or the hitter is going.
Dronberger's kill is blocked, but goes out of play, so California able to get the point there. Still find themselves down by 1. And after that kill, Dronberger now back to serve. Dronberger serve dug out by Miller. Pass on the outside. Great attempt by number 11, Kate Hennessy. Able to get the point for the Lakers. Now only 2 points away from taking set number 1. Back to serve is Miller. Miller serve. Dug out, now set up on the outside for Berkey. Berkey's kill just too far. out of play, and now Mercyhurst on game point. Miller's serve, dug out by Buwawa. Now set up for Floyd. Floyd with a little tapper. Mercyhurst doing a great job at the diving effort to keep that one alive, and in fact they are. Set up for Floyd again, but that time Mercyhurst well aware of it. Set up on the outside. The kill attempt hits and gets blocked back into play. California still in this one. Vulcan's able to stave off elimination, but you have Floyd with the serve. That one dropped in, but dealt with by Mercyhurst. Set up on the outside with the tapper once again. Was Hennessy trying to get that to go again, but California well aware of it. Hennessy not enough on it. Now Mercyhurst will take a timeout, still up by one, still on set point, but going into this timeout, what do you think the Vulcans need to do to keep themselves into this game?
I think the main thing they need to do is stay positive for one. You know, just trying to get every up that they possibly can. You know, communication is key, and especially close games like this.
And with that, the Vulcans will have the serve coming out into coming out of this timeout. And Vulcans still on a bit of a run. Found themselves down by a little bit. Mercyhurst still on set point here, but the Vulcans need to do everything that they can. And if you're Mercyhurst, what are you as a coach? What would you be telling your team to do coming out of this timeout?
I mainly tell them to play it safe because, you know, your game point, and they have one mistake to make, then you have the match point. But in here, I would tell them to aim for weak spots. Whatever parts they're not covering, I would tell them to aim for that, whether it be pushing or tipping it over.
And with that, we saw them try to go for a couple just tips in a row, but unable to convert on a couple of those attempts, and the Vulcans still very much in this game. 23-24, Floyd now back to serve again. Floyd serve, dealt with by Mercyhurst, set up on the outside for the kill. Nice block by the Vulcans. That time Berkey and Howard able to get the block, and things are now all squared at 24. We've seen that block attempt a couple times. That time it finally worked. Floyd's serve, unable to make it over the net. Mercyhurst first team to get to 25, but still need to win by 2. Now find themselves on set point here if they're able to finish off this point serve. Dug out by Buwawa. And set up in the middle for Drumberger. Drumberger tapper. Dug out nicely by Mercyhurst. Drumberger sets it up on the outside now for Berkey. Berkey's killed. Dug out nicely by Murphy. Now set up on the outside once again. Dug out by Barnes. Now set up for Berkey again. Berkey hits into a couple people, but Mercer's able to deal with it. The rally's still going. Now set up for Berkey once again. Berkey's kill tipped, but dealt with by Mercyhurst. And set up on the outside once again. Kill attempt too strong, but dealt with nicely. Buwawa able to keep it alive. Now Howard able to just tip that one over. Still going here. And the block attempt goes out of play. Now finally Mercyhurst wins set number 1 here in the Convocation Center, 26-24. We'll take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Network.
Vulcan football is back this fall. September 1st versus Fairmont State. September 10th at Kutztown. September 17th at Shepherd. September 24th versus Edinburgh. October 1st at Clarion. October 8th versus IUP. October 15th at Seton Hill. October 22nd versus Slippery Rock. October 29th at Mercyhurst. November 5th versus Gannon. November 12th versus East Stroudsburg. All games live on CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Convocation Center here for set number 2 between the Vulcans and the Lakers. Mercyhurst able to take set number 1. And coming into set number 2, the Vulcans need to need to be able to find a win. I was looking back at the games earlier this year for Mercer. It's only 2 wins on the season, and both wins in 5-game sets. And a team that hasn't been able to win pretty much at all this season, able to find a big one here in set number 1.
Yeah. Talk about upsets. uh,
You can never count any team out. You know, especially in any sort of sport, there's always weird things to see, always weird things to think about.
Yeah. I'd always say go into every single set like the team, like it's a playoff game. Now, especially even if the team is like bad, like, or not doing so well, I'll say you never take it for granted or think that you're just gonna win. You have to play your best, regardless of how the other team's stats or may presume.
Absolutely, and also with both these teams, both teams, like I said, not doing absolutely fantastic so far this season. Not the season that either team would have wanted, but California sitting at 7-6, still in contention potentially for the playoffs. If they're able to have a good run down the stretch at the end of the season, they need to be able to get a big win here today against Mercyhurst.
Yeah, but I say most definitely buckle down and get it done.
Like I said, Mercyhurst did take set number 1, 26-24. Coming to this one, the Vulcans will serve first, going from right to left. Mercyhurst going from left to right. Back to serve first for the Vulcans will be number 23, Adriana Favada. Both teams making their last substitutions and getting ready to start off set number 2. And we saw the Vulcans get off to a good start at the beginning of set number 1, but weren't able to finish it. For you as a player, was it better to get off to a hot start, or maybe like even if you fell behind, were you always comfortable getting back into it, even if you were down by a couple points early off?
Yeah, I think one of the main things that we were better at were playing when we were down. It helps. I feel like when point by point, it's like a better atmosphere to get it up. You know what I mean?
Just having that comeback mentality as Favada serve gets us underway. Mercer's able to deal with and hit it over. Buwawa sets up on the outside for Berkey. Berkey's kill too strong for Miller. Hands up into the Mercer's bench. And the Vulcans get us started here in set number 2 with their first point. Back to serve now once again for the Vulcans. It will be Favada. Favada serve dug out by Miller. Nice back set, but a even better dig by Schoenberger, but that time just too strong. Buwawa trying to make the effort into the stands. Looks like she's all right, and Mercer's able to strike back, tie things up at 1. If only the gym floor was bigger, you know?
I know, right? I mean, I feel like this little rectangle is like big, but it's not big enough.
From up here, it seems big. From down there,
it's not
big enough. Johnson's kill unable to be dealt with by Mercer's. California able to get themselves back on the board. Now back to serve for them will be number 10, Kaylin Berkey. Berkey got us started here in set number 2. Now back to serve. Berkey serve. Dealt with by Mercyhurst. Now set up in the middle with the kill. But Berkey able to dig that one out. Buwawa able to keep it alive. And Droneberger's attempt to get it over just too far over the back. And things all tied up now at 2. Back to serve for Mercyhurst will be number 8, Zoe Gadomski. Gadomski's serve. Dug out by Lynch. Now set up on the outside for Howard. Howard's kill able to be dealt with by Mercyhurst. Lynch able to dig that one out once again. Favada now sets it up on the outside for Droneberger. Droneberger able to keep that one in play, but dug out by Gadomski. Miller now. Her kill dug out by Lynch. Favada sets it up outside for Droneberger once again. That time just able to find that line and keep it in play. And we saw her do that before and it went a little bit too far, but that time she was able to find it.
Yeah, I feel like the main thing in there is just power when you swing. And hitting off the blocks, I feel like, is the main thing that'll help you.
Buwawa unable to keep that one in. Nice kill by number 15, McCaffrey. Now teams all, the Vulcans and the Lakers, tied at 3. The Lakers serve. Back to serve for them will be number 1, Alexa Mitchell. Mitchell serve. Dug out by Droneberger. Favada with the set to Johnson. And a little bit of miscommunication there. Unfortunate by the Lakers, unable to keep that one in play.
Yeah, it seems to be a lot of miscommunication, especially with back row setters, because during the free ball or during a kill, you have to come from back row all the way back to front row. It takes a lot of communication for middle hitters or middle backs to come and cover the ball.
Now back to serve for the Vulcans with the 1-point lead, 4-3. Back to serve for them is Barnes. Barnes' serve. Dug out by the Lakers. Set up on the outside for Miller. Miller's kill blocked by Joneberger. And the Vulcans with a 2-point lead, now 5-3. Joneberger receiving some instructions from the bench, waiting for Barnes' serve. Barnes is going to get us underway. Dug out Gromowski. Nice tip over, but Vulcan's well aware of it. Joneberger trying to get that one over. Out of play, however, and Mercyhurst able to get themselves another point. Back to serve on moving number 9, Paige Miller. The Vulcans with a 1-point lead, 5-4 here in set number 2, but Mercyhurst with the set lead. Nice job by Buwawa, able to keep it alive. Now Miller with the kill, very strong, but dug out nicely by Lynch. That's up on the outside for Joneberger. Joneberger's kill ends up into the Mercyhurst bench. Too strong, things are all tied up now at 5. Miller with the serve. Dug out by Lynch. And set up for Joneberger on the outside once again. Able to keep that one in play, but dug out by Mercyhurst. Nice block attempt by the Vulcans, but yet again it's going to end up out of play. Mercyhurst find themselves with the lead here in set number 2. Lakers up by 1, 6-5. Miller serve once again. Her serve too strong, out of play. Nice job by Lynch, able to let that one go. And things all tied up at 6 now. And to me, every time I see those serves, it always seems like they're just about to hit the line, but these players know better than everyone like how much power it needs to be able to keep that one in.
Yeah, I think the main thing when serving is just keeping the ball in play. I know for a lot of servers, it's important to spot serve, so you can get the people who aren't so great at back row and get their weak spots. But the main thing is to just keep the ball in play for sure.
Kill attempt by Mercyhurst goes out of play. Another point for the Vulcans. Get themselves the 1-point lead once again. Joneberger's serve. Dug out by Mercyhurst, now set up on the outside, but nice block by Floyd. We saw that a couple times the last game that we covered, and once again Floyd just doing it all on the net. Vulcans with a 2-point lead, 8-6. Joneberger's serve. Dug out by Murphy, now set up for once again. Went for the teardrop, but great save by Berkey. And California's still going. Nice block by Floyd, but Mercyhurst able to keep it alive with Miller, but Miller's kill hits off the top of the net. Unfortunate for the Vulcans doing all that work. And with that, the lead now down just to 1 for the Vulcans. Murphy serve. Dug out, now set up for Berkey. Berkey with a nice tap, but Mercyhurst able to keep it alive. In fact, they aren't. Comes off the net. Mercyhurst unable to get it over. And the Vulcans with a 2-point lead once again. And now back to serve will be number 9, Elijah Floyd. Floyd's serve. Dug out by Mercyhurst. Kill attempt in the middle. Tip, but stays in play. Nice job by number 7, Maggie Thomas, with the hit there, and gives Mercyhurst another point here and gets themselves down now only by 1, 9-8. Now back to serve for Mercyhurst will be Issa McCaffrey. McCaffrey serve, dug out by Berkey, now set up on the outside. Nice kill by Riguero. And the Vulcans give themselves that 2-point lead once again. And every time I see that, I always I'd be terrified if I was on the other side of that, because I do not believe I'd be able to keep that one in play.
I think the main thing is just to keep steady hands. When someone has a force like that, the main thing is just to keep steady. But, you know, it takes a good hitter, but it takes an even better setter, you know, to have good sets for the hitter.
Served by Favada, misplayed by Miller. And the Vulcans able to get a point off the serve, find themselves up by 3 now, 11-8. Here in set number 2, Mercyhurst did take set number 1. Vulcans looking to answer back. Favada, their serve once again, not unable to be dealt with once again. 2 aces in a row now for Favada. That has to be a good feeling when you substitute in your server and she's just able to get those perfect serves in there again and again.
Yeah.
Favada serve finally dealt with by Mercer, set up in the middle and unable to be dug out by Drumberger. Nice kill by Schnars for Mercyhurst. Able to get the point on that one. Cuts the lead now down to 3 for the Vulcans. Mercyhurst serve. Dealt with awkwardly by Johnson, but Wawa able to keep it alive. And Drumberger able to get it over. Now set up for Mercyhurst once again. Another kill by Schnars, too strong for the Vulcans, unable to keep it out. And it's going to be another point now for Mercyhurst. And it looks like with that, the Vulcans will call a timeout. With that, we'll take a quick commercial break. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Network.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
ZWX.
you're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
With the 2-point lead, but had a bigger lead. Mercyhurst going on a bit of a run. That's why the Vulcans did call the timeout. Coming out of this timeout, however, the Vulcans still up by 2. Mercyhurst will have the serve, but if you are the Vulcans coach, what are you telling your players in that timeout to just try to keep them focused?
I'm telling them mainly probably to stay consistent and help and you know, getting every ball up as possibly as you can, you know.
Serve dug out by Drumberger. Favada going for the pass, but the referee did blow the whistle. Will be a point awarded to Mercyhurst. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, it's a double. Every time the ball spins just a little too much.
So double hit that time by Favada, and that time miscommunication by the Vulcans. A couple players running into each other and unable to get it over in 3. So Vulcans with a 4-point lead and just absolutely disappeared in the blink of an eye. Things all tied up now at 12. Serve dug out by Drumberger. Favada sets it up for Howard. Nice block by Mercyhurst. Now find themselves with a 1-point lead.
It's always important to cover every block or hit that you possibly can, you know, especially important in close games like this.
Great job by Mercyhurst. Now find themselves with the 1-point lead. Serving once again, dug out by Berkey. Now set up for Berkey on the outside. Another block by Mercyhurst. Vulcans able to keep it alive, but Wawa able to get that one over. Nice fake hit. Faked everyone out from the Vulcans. And there's another point for the Lakers. And the Mercyhurst on a big run here. Found themselves down by 4 now, up by 2. Nice swing from them, but Berkey with the attempt. But dealt with by Mercyhurst. Favada faking everyone out and unable to deal with it. Our Mercyhurst, California, able to get themselves a point back.
Always takes a good setter to fake a set, that's for sure.
And that time Favada did a great job at selling it as long as she could. Looked like she was about to set that one the whole way, then just tips it over, and everyone from Mercyhurst fooled. Berkey's serve Strong but dealt with by the Lakers. Nice job by Favada, able to get down and save that one. Set up on the outside for Simon. Simon's kill dealt with by Mercyhurst. California able to get the block and able to keep it in play. Drumberger dug out by Mercyhurst, and the kill by Miller, unable to get its way over the net. And California tie things up at 14. 14-14 is your score here in set number 2. Mercyhurst up 1-0 on sets. Berkey serve dug out by Miller. Now Miller's kill gets it over, but great block by Howard. Sets up Mercyhurst for another kill dug out by Berkey. Now Drumberger on the outside. Another point for Cal. Drumberger able to find that back corner once again.
Most definitely a beautiful kill. Great execution by the setter.
Like you said, a great set by Favada. An even better kill by Drumberger. Gives the Vulcans the 1-point lead. Once again, back to serve is Berkey. Berkey serve dealt with awkwardly by Miller, but Mercyhurst able to get it over in 3. The Vulcans a little bit caught off guard by that hit, but able to get it over once again. Set up now for Mercyhurst. That kill just out of play. And California now with the 2-point lead once again. Looks like with that, Mercyhurst will call a timeout. So we've been going back and forth in this set. Vulcans up big. Mercyhurst not only came back but took a decent-sized lead. Now the Vulcans with the lead once again, 16-14. It just seems like neither team can really maintain their momentum once they get it.
Yeah, I think the most important thing as a coach, when every team gets started to get on a run, it's always best to call a timeout. To freeze the hitter, to freeze the server.
And it seems like with the last time the Vulcans called the timeout and they were able to get themselves right back in the game. They were up by 4, then they found themselves down by 2 or 3. So about a 6 or 7 point swing from the Vulcans, and now they find themselves in the lead. And like you said, maybe that was the right call for Mercyhurst to call the timeout and just try to slow things down here.
Yeah, most definitely. It's always best to, when you're on the downside, it's always best to get it collective and calm down right again. Throw the other team off so their momentum's not going as much.
Because we've seen both of these teams, once they're able to get into that rhythm, getting point after point, it seems like the timeout is really the only thing that is able to throw them off their game.
Yeah, most definitely.
Coming out of this timeout, California with the serve, up by 2, 16-14. In set number 2, back to serve still is Berkey. Berkey serve. Hits off the top of the net, but dug out nicely by Miller. Kill attempt blocked by Howard, but Mercyhurst able to keep it alive. Another kill attempt, unable to make its way over the net. California unfazed by that timeout, able to get themselves another point. Mackie Thomas on the attempt for Mercyhurst there. Back to serve now is Berkey once again. And it just seems like everything going wrong at the moment now for Mercyhurst. Down by 4, 18-14.
Seems every time you call a timeout, it's either going to go up or go downhill from there.
Right now for Mercyhurst going downhill. Berkey still serving 7 or 8 serves in a row for Berkey, but Mercyhurst able to deal with it. Nice block and nice job. Favada able to tip that one over, but dealt with by Mercyhurst. The kill attempt too strong. Goes out of play. Vulcans with the 5-point lead now, 19-14. Berkey still serving. Dug out by Mercyhurst. Kill attempt dealt with nicely. Now set up on the outside. Nice kill attempt by Simon, but dealt with by Mercyhurst. Mercyhurst able to get it over. Dug out by Berkey. Now set up for Drumberger. Drumberger with another kill. And you can hear the Vulcan bench. They're really excited about this one.
Beautiful execution, especially hitting line. When you're outside, that's one thing you don't expect, Hitting cross is like the main thing, but hitting line definitely throws everybody off.
And with that, Mercyhurst will call another timeout. And California on such a great run right now. Like I talked about, they're able to get themselves a big lead early in this set. But Mercyhurst doing a great job at coming back. And this is where these two teams, I guess, have been struggling so far in this season. Both teams not with the greatest record, but you can kind of see why with their inconsistencies in their play.
Yeah, most definitely. think it all comes in, communication is definitely one, and how everybody plays and everybody, team play is definitely something important. If you don't have a team that works good together, you don't have that great of a team.
And I think it's very easy to see, especially with California, able to show their resiliency, able to bounce back after losing set number 1. It just goes to test like how good their mental is, because I've been on plenty of teams, I'm sure you've been on plenty of teams where maybe you're not doing so great, maybe you're losing a lot, and you kind of start to turn on each other, and you kind of not work together as well. But the Vulcans, after losing that first game, are able to come back nicely here in set number 2.
Yeah, a lot of team spirit there for sure.
And you can hear on the bench, especially after that last kill by Joneberger, everyone standing over there by the bench, really excited.
Yeah.
Berkey's still serving, about 10 serves in a row for Berkey. That one not able to be dealt with once again. You can hear everyone on the bench for the Vulcans really happy about it as Berkey's still going. Vulcans up by 7, 21-14. Berkey's just attacking Miller on that outside, but Miller able to deal with it. Dug out by Berkey. Buwawa set up for Droneberger, and Vulcans finally drop a point. Great block by Mercyhurst. And I wasn't really keeping track, but what a great one from the Vulcans.
Yeah, most definitely. It's always important to keep as many serves as you can, and that is great execution from her. And because Lakers seem to be having some trouble getting back row up as far as the serves go.
Tip attempt by Schnarr is unable to make its way over the net. Goes out of play. California 3 points away from taking set number 2. Both teams making some substitutions. Back to serve now will be number 15, Emily Buwawa. Waiting the whistle from the referee. California still up by 7, 22-15, looking to tie things up in sets. Buwawa serve. Dug out by Mercyhurst. Set up for Schnarr. Schnarr is able to get that one over. Dug out by Favada. Buwawa now sets it up for Droneberger. Droneberger's kill blocked and dealt with nicely by Mercyhurst. Tip attempt from the Lakers dealt with by the Vulcans. Now set up for Simon. Simon's kill blocked. And unlucky bounce from the Vulcans sends it all the way back, and Mercyhurst able to get themselves another point. And with that, Mercyhurst will make a few substitutions. Back to serve now for them will be number 1, Alexa Mitchell. Mitchell's serve, dug out by Droneberger. Vada now gets it back to Droneberger. Dug out by Mercyhurst, now set up for the kill once again. Nice dig by Buwawa, but miscommunication between Droneberger and Lynch about who's going to come after that one, and ends up being a point for the Lakers.
Yeah, most definitely. I think communication is key, especially when it comes to second ball like that, because setter usually takes second ball, and with the libero out, it definitely makes things harder to see as far who's going to get the ball.
Floyd's killed, dug out by Mercyhurst, now set up on the outside. Lynch able to get that one set up now for Droneberger. Droneberger's kill, dug out by Zamaski. Now, nice hit, just out of the outstretched reach of Favada. Mercyhurst not going to go quietly here in set number 2. Find themselves now down by 4, and with that, the Vulcans will take a timeout. I believe with that, we will take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Network.
More attractions. More fear. Survive the clowns in Twisted Nightmare 3D. Experience more scares than ever before. Haunted Hills Estate Scream Park returns September 9th. Get your tickets now at hauntedhillsestate.com.
Hello everyone, welcome back. Mercyhurst with the serve. Droneberger with the kill, but dug out nicely by the Lakers. Lynch able to keep this one alive, sets it up for Simon. Simon tips that one over. Nice sliding dig by Mercyhurst. Bravado now sets up for Simon once again. Simon's kill, dug out nicely by Mercyhurst. And that time just too strong, 11 on 11 action. Hennessy will get that one past Lynch. Mercyhurst well back in this game, was down by 7, now find themselves only down by 3. Back to Mitchell, back to serve once again. Mitchell serve dug out by Lynch. Pravada sets it up for Droneberger. Droneberger's kill, able to evade everyone and keep it in play. California 2 points away now from taking set number 2.
Yeah, beautiful placement right there, especially going line, which is probably the better thing, especially when nobody's lined up, to go there.
Just found that sweet spot on the court where no one was standing and no one was able to get to. We've seen that a couple times so far this game from Droneberger. Back to serve now for the Vulcans will be Ashley Barnes. Barnes' serve. Dug out by the Lakers. That kill way too strong and gives the Vulcans now a set point. This is a set that the Vulcans need to win. They want to stay in this game. 24-19 now. Barnes' serve. Dealt with awkwardly by the Lakers, but the Lakers are not able to get it over. And with that, the Vulcans will take set number 2, 25-19. Tie things up as well, 1-1 in sets. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here for set number 3 on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Network.
Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You can ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's all good if you think you should check in. Yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Convocation Center here for set number 3 between the California Vulcans and the Mercyhurst Lakers. Mercyhurst was able to take set number 1, 26-24. California able to fight back and take set number 2, 25-19. And coming into set number 3, this is one of the more pivotal sets of the game. Able to figure out which team or how close the team is going to be to winning. So coming out of this mid-set break, what do you think is on the mind of both teams? Just trying to just trying to take the advantage here in the game.
Yeah, I think most definitely is gonna pick on the people who don't do as well as others. I'll say it like that. If you break up a team, even if you just start yelling at your teammates, I feel like it's better than it's easier for the other team to battle back in that. You know what I mean?
I do, and I believe we saw that we saw the Vulcans able to exploit that on that huge run they went on in the middle of that set when Berkey served for something like 10 points in a row. Was able to just find that one spot over and over again.
Yeah, most definitely. I think execution was definitely done well.
Both teams having to have done their homework coming into this game, and after 2 sets of just kind of filling each other out, just trying to see what they do and don't do. Set number 3 now will be pivotal. I can't talk today. For whatever team to try to take this game.
Yeah, most definitely is. I think it is most definitely important to win this set, especially if you want to have it. Don't get me wrong. I've seen some good comebacks, but it's probably best to try to put it away as early as you possibly can.
I believe the first volleyball game that I did this year, the Vulcans were able to reverse sweep in their sets, and I will tell you, it was not. It was very exciting to watch.
Yeah.
It wasn't great for the throat, as it was just 3 hours straight of just talking.
Yeah. For sure, I think it's most definitely comebacks are good. But it's, if you can sweep them away in 3 sets, by all means do that.
Comebacks are fine, but at the same time, it always feels better when when your team's just blowing everyone out, when you're winning everything.
Heck yeah.
It may not be as fun, but it is less stressful.
Most definitely.
Starting off set number 3, Mercyhurst will serve, and the serve by McCaffrey too strong and sets up the Vulcans for the first point in set number 3. And now back to serve for the Vulcans. The first time we've seen her today will be Sobocheska. Sobocheska's serve dug out by Miller. Now set up on the outside, and Sobocheska able to dig that one out, and Drumberger goes for the tip attempt. Mercyhurst able to keep it alive. Bavada able to dig it out. Buwawa now sets it up on the outside for Berkey. Berkey, her kill just too strong. Mercyhurst find themselves on the board here in set number 3. Now back to serve for the Lakers will be number 10, Caitlin Murphy. Murphy served. Dug out by Howard, but Howard dealt with it awkwardly, ends up in the scores table, and another point now for the Lakers. Murphy serve, dug out by Buwawa, and now Favada sets it up for Howard. Nice block attempt by Mercyhurst, but Howard just too strong.
Yeah, way to hit it off the block. I know one thing mainly is important, to hit off every block as possibly as you can. If you hit it off the sides of their hands, it's less likely they're going to get it a good up.
Buwawa with the serve dug out nicely. Looks like there's going to be a whistle blown. Double hit. Once again, we've seen that a couple times now this game, and it seems like both teams very guilty of it right and around the net.
Yeah, most definitely, especially when you have a low set, it's harder to hit it up with your hand instead of, you could always use a fist, which I think is better to do if you cannot get a good hit. But it seems, poor execution in that end,
Favada faking everyone out again, faked the set and just tipped it right over, and we've seen her do that 2 or 3 times now, fooling the defense once again. Vulcans with a 4-2 lead. Buwawa back to serve once again. Her serve, dug out by Miller. Now set up on the outside, dug out by Sobocheska. Favada back set for Berkey. And Berkey's kill ends up out of play, not dealt with good enough by the Lakers, and the Vulcans now with a 3-point lead, 5-2. I almost said 15. That would have been quite a run.
Quite a play, quite some plays.
Yeah, I mean, if it was a 10-point play,
then you're doing something right.
Absolutely. As the Vulcans make a substitution, in comes Julia Blair. The serve by Buwawa too strong, goes out of play. And Mercyhurst able to get themselves a point back, not only down by 2, 5-3. Back to serve now for them will be number 8, Zoe Gadomski. Gadomski serve unable to make it over the net, and now it's 2 points in a row just back and forth. The servers unable to get the serve that they need.
Yeah, I think it's most definitely important to make sure serves always go over.
Sometimes they can go too strong.
Yeah, that's also true.
Berkey gets the luck of the bounce, hits off the top of the net, and evades everyone from the Lakers for the ace, and that's just unfortunate from Mercyhurst.
That is always one thing that always got me, especially when it hits off the net and it goes over, and it's so unexpected.
Berkey back to serve once again. The last time she served in the last set, Vulcans went on a big run. Berkey able to keep this one alive. Sobocheska is able to hit it, and Blair able to get it over. Set up on the outside for Miller. Miller faked herself out there, tried to fake the team out with the head, but unable to get it over. And it looks like with that, Mercyhurst will call a timeout after the Vulcans take a big lead here in set number 3, 8-3. And like you talked about with both teams, this is one of the more important sets, able to swing the tides one way or another, and the Vulcans come out very strong.
Yeah, it's very good to come out very strong, especially when games are close in this end, Most definitely good for communication.
And with that, California still with a 5-point lead, 8-3. Both teams one set apiece. Mercyhurst able to take set number 1, and California able to take set number 2. And with that, the Vulcans even came out of the timeout earlier. They're like, you know what? We're in We're in the groove. We're feeling good. We don't
No
really
words need to be said.
We don't need to have a talk over right now.
Yeah. Having faith in your teammate, I think, is a very important part in playing volleyball. Because if you don't trust your teammate to do something, then you're probably not going to trust them in the game to get every up or to spike the ball.
Absolutely, and we've seen this trust in this Vulcans team able to propel themselves to a set number 2 win and well on their way to attempting to take set number 3. Burpees serve not dealt with by Mercyhurst. Another ace.
Yeah, their bench is very, very into it. You know, Coach always told us a quiet bench is a losing bench. It's always good to have, even if you're not playing, I think it's very good to be into the game. Most definitely help hype up your other teammates, for sure.
Not only gives your other teammates confidence, it gives yourself confidence and gives like the whole team as a whole, and it also kind of discourages the other team because it just kind of makes them fall more and more into that hole.
Mistake after mistake. It's usually how you get them.
Berkey serve finally dealt with. A nice dig by Sabacheska, able to keep it alive. Drumberger going for the kill, but looks like a double hit that time on Vavada. And the Vulcans surrender a point now back to Mercyhurst. That looks like the Vulcans will make a couple of substitutions. Mercyhurst now back to serve. Will be Mitchell. Mitchell serve dug out by Drumberger. Looks like another double hit. That time gonna get called on Ashley Barnes, and Mercyhurst now back in this game 9-5. Mitchell serve, dug out by Drumberger. Barnes sets it up. Nice block by Mercyhurst. And now they find themselves on a bit of a run. 3 points to run now for the Lakers.
Yeah, definitely made that timeout a good thing for them anyways.
Great block. And we've seen a couple from both teams, but that block in the middle was spectacular from the Lakers. Still with the serve, dug out by Sabacheska. Barnes with the back set, and Blair with the tip over. Nice diving effort to keep that one alive. And a nice cross-court hit by Hennessy. He just laid that one where no one was standing. And the Vulcans now going on a bit of a slide, now only up by 2. Sabacheska now to Drumberger and dealt with nicely by Mercyhurst. Nice back set, but that time, nice block at the net by a couple of Vulcans players. Drumberger and Blair able to keep that one out.
Yeah, most definitely important to keep your spirits up, especially in close ones like this, for sure.
Vulcans not letting that run get to them. Drumberger now back to serve. Dug out by Miller. Set up on the running outside hit by Murphy. Nice back set now to Aguero. That one too strong, goes out of play. And the Vulcans still with the lead, up by 2, 10-8 here in set number 3. Both teams with one set apiece here in this game. Back to serve now for the Lakers will be number 4, Naisha Kelly. Kelly's serve, dug out by Drumberger. Barnes with the back set to Aguero, blocked and now kept alive. Sabacheska trying to get that one over, but nice diving effort by the Lakers, and that just completely disoriented the Vulcans, unable to keep that one alive.
Yeah, I think one thing it is harder to do is to keep a ball for sure. The main thing to do is keep steady hands, especially when you're going to set the ball. Especially if it's a hard hit, then it's most definitely harder to keep steady hands, so you don't chink the ball.
Kelly's serve gets blocked up and just tipped down into the ground by Murphy. And the Lakers find themselves on a good run right now. Things are all tied up at 10. California had a 5-point lead. Now all that is gone. Kelly with the serve once again. Hits off the top of the net. And the Vulcans unable to deal with it. Drumberger came flying from the back row to try to save it. And looks like with that, after the run, the Vulcans will call a timeout, and with that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. So don't go in. We'll be right back here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Network.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse, walk a mile in my shoes.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Convocation Center. We're here in set number 3 between the Lakers and the Vulcans. California in a bit of a slide as Mercyhurst picking up a few points in a row, find themselves with the lead 11-10. Back to serve now once again for the Lakers will be Kelly. Kelly serve dealt with by Buwawa. Buwawa able to just tip that one over. Mercyhurst now on the attack. And unfortunate hit by Blair. I don't think she was really expecting that one to come to her.
Yeah, she most definitely wasn't, especially because it just tipped right off a good angle.
Unlucky. There's the Vulcans. Can make a substitution. Blair will come out, and then will come number 16, Sophia Johnson. In that front row, back to serve is Kelly once again. The Lakers with a 2-point lead now, 12-10. Kelly serve dug out by Buwawa, high in the air. Barnes sets up for Sobocheska on the kill. And Sobocheska just too strong for the outstretched charms of Gadomski, and the Vulcans finally get themselves back on the board. Now back to serve for the Vulcans will be Johnson. California down by 1, 12-11. Dug out nicely by Kelly, now set up on the outside, dug out by Droneberger. Barnes sets up for Sobocheska again, and yet again, just too strong. Able to get past that block attempt by Mercyhurst and tie things up at 12. Sophia Johnson back to serve once again for the Vulcans. Johnson serve, unable to get it over the net, not hard enough. And Mercyhurst with a 1-point lead once again. The Lakers make a substitution back to serve now for them will be number 10, Caitlin Murphy. Murphy serve dug out by Buwawa. Barnes able to keep it alive, and Buwawa able to get that one over. Dealt with awkwardly by Murphy, tipped over by the Lakers, but Buwawa able to keep it alive. Sobocheska just trying to float that one in, but nice diving effort by Miller, able to keep it alive. Now Howard gets it to Barnes. Barnes now to Sobocheska again. Nice dig by Kelly, able to keep this rally going. Tipped, but dealt with nicely by Buwawa. Droneberger able to get that one over. A little bit of miscommunication, but Mercyhurst able to keep it alive. Droneberger able to save it off the tip. Sobocheska able to get it over, but dug out by the Lakers. And after all that, Murphy with the miss hit just smacks it straight into the net.
It's always so terrible, especially when you go and you go and you go and you go, and then you just have one error. I feel like it's just one error that always just like turns a turn of a tide, if you would say.
I mean, they were going back and forth, making great play after great play, but it ends
abruptly.
It just ends like that. Back to serve now is Favada. Favada serve dug out by Kelly. Let's have the kill in the middle for number 7, Maggie Thomas. And the wall made by the Vulcans not strong enough. As the Lakers, the 1-point lead once again, 14-13. Back to serve now for the Vulcans, or for the Lakers, excuse me, with number 15, Nisa McCaffrey. McCaffrey serve, dug out by Howard. Favada now sets up for Sobocheska again. Her kill too strong. Dealt with awkwardly by the Lakers. Tipped over by the Vulcans, but Lakers able to keep it alive. Sobocheska, Favada to Howard. Howard almost knocks that girl's head off.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful execution. It always takes, you know, a good hitter to hit on the blocks and just hit the right spot.
Howard, we've seen that a couple times now. Sobocheska back to serve for the Vulcans. Serve high in the air, but her serve goes way out of the back, too strong. It gives the Lakers a lead once again, 15-14. Lakers serve now. And backfold serve, unable to make its way over the net. And things are now all squared at 15. Back to serve for the Vulcans will be Buwawa. Buwawa serve. Oh, it was called out by all her teammates, but it's off the back of Bechtold's head.
It's so unfortunate because, you know, especially when you go to follow a ball. I remember, like, one time one of my teammates went to go follow a ball and it hit off her foot, so most definitely it was in. But it's always something important to get out the way of the ball, especially if it's out.
Ball is served dealt with by the Lakers. Now Vulcans take control. Howard going for the kill. And the block attempt goes out of play. Vulcans getting themselves back into this game, down by 2 a few minutes ago. Now find themselves up by 2, 17-15. Going back to that last point, it's just unlucky. You heard everyone, not only on the court, but on the bench telling her out, and she just tried to get out of the way.
It's not in time.
Buwawa's serve, not able to make it unable to make its way over the net that time. Man, it is really hard to talk today, you know. And Lakers now down by 1. Back to serve for them will be Godomsky. Miscommunication by Buwawa, or by Dromberger and Sabacheska. Both let that one go. Things now all squared at 17. Godomsky with the serve. Dug out by Dromberger. Bravada reaching for that one and sets up for Dromberger. Nice block, but Buwawa able to keep that one in play. Dromberger again. That time the block unable to be effective. That one goes out of play. And the Vulcans able to get themselves another point.
Most definitely important to hit off blocks, especially when you have a double block, you know.
Back to serve now will be Berkey. Berkey's serve dug out by Miller. And looks like a referee will blow the whistle. Double hit.
Yeah.
Yet again, that time we're going to get number 10, Caitlin Murphy, for it. Gives the Vulcans another point. Allows Berkey to serve once again. Berkey serves. Dug out by Miller. Set up on the outside. Huge jump. It looks like the Vulcans are going to get called for an infraction.
Yeah. I know it's definitely hard, especially when you're blocking, to stay out of the net. You know, it's just the ever so slight smidge that you get called for.
They called that one on Dronberger. I think she just dripped a little bit too far into the net. Gives the Lakers a point back. 19-18 is their score. The Vulcans with the lead. Back to serve for the Lakers will be Mitchell. Mitchell serve dug out by Sabacheska. Fight for it at the net, and Dromberger unable to get that hit over in 3. And things now all squared at 19 and set number 3. Mitchell with the serve. Dug out by Sabacheska. Barnes back sets to Johnson. Johnson's kill blocked but dealt with by the Lakers. Sabacheska just tips that one over. Sets up on the outside for Miller. Miller just trying to be a little too cute with it. Unable to get it over. Great job by that Vulcan wall. Prepared as ever. And the Vulcans now with the 1-point lead, 20-19. Back to serve will be Ali Dronberger once again. Dronberger serve. Dealt with by Miller. Now set up for the kill on the outside. Hits off the net. The Vulcans able to keep this one alive. Dronberger unable to get that one over the net. Just not enough height. That time things now all squared at 20. Coming in now to serve for the Lakers will be Naisha Kelly. Kelly waiting on the whistle from the referee. Kelly's serve dealt with awkwardly by Sabacheska, but the Vulcans able to keep it alive. Nice job by Barnes. But a nice block in the middle. I think that time was Johnson able to smack that one down back to earth. Vulcans still with that 1-point lead. 21-20 back to serve is Johnson. She's getting the point last time out. Johnson's serve hits off the top of the net, but doesn't roll over that time. And things now all square at 21 here in the Convocation Center. Both teams, one set apiece, both teams tied at 21 in set number 3. The serve by Murphy, too strong. Both teams just giving each other points back and forth off of the serves.
Yeah, it's most definitely important to be consistent, especially in close games and close scores, especially towards the end.
You don't want to give up easy points off of bad serves like that. Both teams going back and forth in that regard, but now back to serve for the Vulcans will be Favada. Favada's serve dealt with comfortably by the Lakers. Nice block once again. And that time it was Howard with the effort. And the Vulcans now 2 points away from taking set number 3. Favada with the serve. Dug out once again by the Lakers. Quick attempt, but a great job by Sobocheska, able to keep that one alive. It's up from the middle for Howard again, and she slams that one down. The Vulcans on match point, and with that, the Lakers will take a timeout, and California on back-to-back points. Maybe a little bit of luck there on that last point. Sobocheska able to keep it alive, but a great kill by Howard.
Yeah, most definitely important. You know, keep all the balls in as much as you possibly can.
As long as you can keep it in play, you never know what's going to happen.
That's so true. A slip, a turn, a gesture, a spike.
Just one little touch, you know, maybe someone's breathing on it too hard, gust of wind, something.
Yeah, trips, slips on that one drop of sweat that they just dropped on the floor.
I'm surprised we haven't seen more stoppages to clean up, because these girls are diving all over the place to try to keep the play alive.
I know most definitely I'd be tripping. Probably would miss the ball.
Coming out of this timeout, Vulcans on set point. 24-21 is your score in set number 3. Both teams one set apiece, trying. And Vulcans looking to take the set lead. Here, Favada could end things here. 24-21. Favada's serve, dug out by Murphy. Now set up for the attempt. That time it was Hennessy just trying to get too cute, unable to get that one over.
Okay.
And with that, California will take set number 3, 25-21. We'll take a quick commercial break. Don't go in, and we'll be right back for set number 4 here on CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC network.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
ZWX.
you're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Convocation Center for set number 4 between the Vulcans and the Lakers. California dropped the first set to the Mercyhurst in set number 1, but are able to take 2 straight with the set lead going into set number 4. California looking to finish things off.
Yeah, most definitely. I think it's important in this to start off strong. Just because you have the upper hand, you know, only 1 set to game point. If I'm the California coach, I'm definitely telling them to up as many as they can. It's some little things that most definitely help it.
And we've seen a couple of times in these sets that the Vulcans are able to win. They've gone on these nice stretches, especially in set number 2, the nice stretch in the middle, and that time the nice stretch at the end to finish things off. And like you said, they need. I think it's important for them to just get things started early here and just try to finish off the Lakers.
Yeah, most definitely. I think it's important to shut them down as soon as you possibly can. Sorry.
No, you're good. And going into this game, like we talked about a little bit earlier, Vulcans still not entirely out of the question for for a playoff spot. Need to have a nice run of game, or a nice run at the end of the season to do so. But they need to be able to win against any team that's in their way. This time, being the Mercyhurst Lakers, like we said, not having the greatest of seasons, but could potentially play spoiler to a couple of teams in these last couple of weeks of play.
Yeah, I think it's most definitely good. So even if it's not that, I'll say, you think it's not that great of a game, I think it's important most definitely to try your best and most definitely put away teams as much as quick as you possibly can.
Coming in to set number 4. California will going from right to left. Mercyhurst from left to right. And both teams making substitutions they need before they get started here in set number 4. And I believe coming this one, Mercyhurst will have the serve, but still waiting on the last couple of decisions from the referees before we get started.
Yeah, it always takes extra long, especially to check lineups.
That's exactly what they did, and it looks like it will be Mercyhurst serve. Back to serve for them will be number 5, Alea Mastra Mateo. Long name there. Actually, looks like it won't be. It looks like the Vulcans will be serving. I think both teams are confused because Mastra Mateo is back there ready to serve, but the Vulcans will take the serve here in set number 4 for Vada. After finishing off set number 3, we'll start us off with set number 4. So again, I'll set a nice block attempt by the Vulcans, but that time went out of play. And the Lakers get on the scoreboard first here and set number 4. Back to serve now for the Lakers will be number 11, Kate Hennessy. Hennessy serve. Dug out by Drumberger. I'll set up for Howard to just hit that one over. Nice kill by number 24, Kylie Schnars. Just absolutely flattened Emily Buwawa to the ground.
Most definitely a well-executed hit for sure.
I mean, that would be me every time I'd be out on the court. Well, Lakers with the 2-0 lead. Berkey going for the kill attempt, dug out nicely by the Lakers. It looks like a referee blew the whistle, be a point for the Vulcans.
Yeah, she hit it outside the antenna. Has to stay inside. If it hits it, touches it, or anything, as long as it's out of it, then it's automatically out of bounds.
Good thing that because I had no idea what just happened. Vulcans able to get themselves on the board. Lynch with the serve. The little teardrop over. Schnar with the hit. Now set up for Drumberger. Drumberger, her kill dug out nicely by Mastra Mateo, but the Vulcans able to keep it alive with Howard. Howard just too strong. Nice attempt, just trying to find that back corner, but put a little bit too much on it.
Yeah, it's always tough to try and put the ball where it's supposed to be, especially in quick moments like that.
Back to serve now is Godomsky. Godomsky serve. Dug out. Looks like there will be another double hit for the Vulcans. I've seen a couple from both teams now. In that time, I believe they did get Barnes on the call. Lakers strong start here in set number 4, up 4-1. Buwawa able to dig out the serve, set up on the outside for Berkey. Berkey's kill dug out by the Lakers. Set up once again, great block by Cal. Chelsea Howard once again in the middle of all of it, able to send that one back. Get the Vulcans another point. Let's cut the lead in half. Now 4-2. Buwawa serve. Dug out and able to get it over are the Lakers. Pravada back set now to Berkey. Berkey's kill dealt with awkwardly by the Lakers. Goes out of play. California right back into this one. Now down by 1, 4-3. Buwawa with the serve. Her serve isn't able to make it over the net that time. Point for the Lakers. Now up by 2, 5-3.
I think it's always important, especially when you're serving, it's not that great of a toss. You know, it's important just to let it go and then just retoss again later rather than just missing a serve completely.
That time, I believe Buawa just didn't get enough height on it and wasn't able to get it over the net, but Vulcan's able to deal with the serve from Mitchell. Mercyhurst now on the attack. Block attempt by Howard and Berkey. Goes out of play. Mercyhurst point. Find themselves up by 3, 6-3. Mitchell bow back to serve once again. Mitchell dug out by Drumberger. Bovada sets up for Howard. Howard's kill goes out of play. Too strong. We've seen that a couple times now from the Vulcans. Just trying to find that back corner.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to execute, especially when it's close like that and you're trying to hit around the blocks.
Dug out by Drumberger. Now set up for Drumberger. Nice set by Favada. An even better kill by Drumberger. Able to cut the lead now down to 3. Now back to serve for the Vulcans. Will be Berkey. California down by 3, 4-7. Berkey serve. Dug out nicely. Now set up on the outside. Lynch with the diving effort to try to keep it in play, but almost ends up in the stands on the far side. And the Mercyhurst now with that 4-point lead again, 8-4. And the Vulcans will make a couple of substitutions. In comes Barnes and Riguero. Now back to serve. Now substituting in for the Lakers and back to serve will be Naisha Kelly. Kelly's serve dealt with by the Vulcans. It's going to be another double hit called on the Vulcans, just giving up these cheap points now to the Lakers over and over again.
Yeah, I think it's especially important if you can't set the ball just to pass it up. It's most definitely better than getting called for doubles because those cost points.
Lakers now up by 5. Kelly's serve, very high but dealt with by Buawa. Howard with the kill attempt, dug out by Kelly. Now set up for Ana Mateo. Buawa sets it up for Figueroa, dealt with by the Lakers, but miscommunication, 2 players running into each other, ends up in a point for the Vulcans. And with that, cuts the lead down to 4. California find themselves down in set number 4, but do have a 1-set lead, 2-1. Drumberger with the serve. Dug out by Hennessy. Hennessy with the kill over. Nice diving effort and even better kill in the middle by Bechtold. Just sends that one straight into the ground. Now back to serve for the Lakers will be Murphy. Murphy unable to get that serve over. And California needed that point. Not only down by 4, 10-6. Back to serve is Johnson.
I think it's vital in here, especially in this part, to get your serves in, especially.
Johnson with the serve. That one nearly makes it over, but dug out nicely by Kelly. And misplayed by Drumberger. Was trying to set it up, but went straight through her hands. Goes out of play for the Laker point. Lakers starting off very strong here in set number 4. 11-6 lead. Mercyhurst with the serve dealt with by the Vulcans. It's be another double hit called on the Vulcans, that time on Buawa. The Vulcans still in that hole down 12-6, and with that they will call a timeout, and we are going to take a quick commercial break. Don't go in, we'll be right back here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network.
More attractions. More fear. Survive the clowns in Twisted Nightmare 3D. Experience more scares than ever before. Haunted Hills Estate Scream Park. Return September 9th. Get your tickets now at hauntedhillsestate.com.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Convocation Center as we get straight underway. Served by Mercyhurst, set up for Howard. Howard's killed, dug out nicely by Kelly. Super strong hit. And a nice job by the Vulcans, able to keep it alive. Mercyhurst unable to do so. Schnars trying to get that one over. Unable to do so, but great job by the Vulcans. Took that kill by Hennessy very well, even though it was super strong. That one would have flattened me.
I feel like as long as you have a strong base and you get the ball up, like main thing is just to sit still. Because if you absorb the pass, then there's really not that much that can happen.
Great kill. That time by number 5, Aaliyah Masha Mateo. Able to get the point for Mercyhurst. California still in a deep hole, down by 6, 13-7. Mercyhurst trying to set us to a set number 5. Drumberger able to dig that one out. Howard's kill dealt with awkwardly by the Lakers. Both Lakers able to get it over. Drumberger now to Favada. Favada with the fake set once again. And she keeps getting away with it over and over again.
See, if I'm her, I'm doing it every single time that they let me.
And they keep letting her because they set up the wall to try to block the attempt from Howard, but the attempt from Howard never came. Favada able to get the Vulcans another point. Back to serve will be Lynch. Lynch's serve, the teardrop, but dug out by Hennessy. Schnars with the kill. He keeps that one in play, so it'll be a point for the Lakers. Great kill by Schnars. As the Lakers still with this 6-point lead, 14-8. Domsky with the serve, dug out by Buwawa. It's going to be Berkey now setting up for Droneberger, but Droneberger's kill dug out by the Lakers. Schnars once again, the kill gets blocked, and Lynch able to keep it alive. Favada sets it up for Droneberger. Droneberger too strong, trying to find that back corner, goes out of play. Another point for the Lakers as they find themselves up by 7 now, 15-8. Vulcans able to dig out of the serve, set it up for Berkey. Berkey able to slam that one home. Cut the lead now down to 6.
Perfect placement. Just beautiful.
And we've seen them trying to find that back corner a couple times. Berkey able to get that one. The Wawa serve. Set up on the outside. Block attempt, but nice job by Buwawa to get down and reach it. The kill by Johnson blocked, but Vulcan's able to get it over. California now looking to reset. Favada sets it up outside for Berkey. Berkey's kill. Dug out by Hennessy now. Setting up for the Lakers once again. Great placement by Bechtold, just laying it in between 2 or 3 Vulcans there, and is able to get the point for the Lakers. And with that, Vulcans with the Lakers with a 7-point lead, 16-9. Mitchell's serve dug out by the Vulcans, now set up on the outside for Droneberger. Droneberger with the kill, but just misses the line on the near side. The referee, right down close to us, called that one out of play. And the Lakers, 8-point lead, 17-9. Just serve. Dug out, now set up in the middle for Johnson. Johnson able to get that one across. Mitchell unable to control it. The Vulcans now able to get themselves in double digits. Back to serve now for the Vulcans will be Berkey. Berkey's serve hits off the top of the net and hits the ground. Gets the luck of the bounce there for the ace.
Always so nice. Especially when you're not the other team who's receiving it to go over just like that.
Just like they drew it up. Maybe this can be what the Vulcans need to turn the tides. 11-17. Berkey's serve. Down set up for Bechtold. Bechtold's kill attempt blocked by Johnson, but goes out of play for the Laker point. Still up by 7 now. Mercyhurst as both teams looking to make substitutions. And after having such a terrific set number 3, the Vulcans coming out a little bit flat, or I should say the Lakers coming out very strong after not the greatest set number 3. And I guess that that mid-set speech really was able to get to them. Back to serve now is Kelly. Kelly's serve, dug out by Lynch. Droneberger just hits that one up high in the air. A couple players fighting for it at the net. Ends up on the Lakers side. The Lakers able to get it over. Lynch. Now to Barnes to Droneberger. Droneberger's kill. Dug out by Mitchell. Set up on the outside. Nice dig by Buwawa, able to keep it alive. And the kill by Ruggiero gets knocked out of play. And you can see the bench for the Vulcans really excited about that. They still well within this one. Lakers with the 6-point lead, 18-12. Vulcans make a substitution. Back to serve will be Droneberger. Droneberger's serve, not able to make its way over the net. Not what they needed at this point.
No, so vital to keep serves over as much as you possibly can, especially in close games.
I mean, you're just giving up 3 points in that case. 19-12 is their score. Lakers with the lead. Back to serve now is Ward. Ward's serve. Dug out, now set up on the outside for Sobocheska. Just lifts that one over, dealt with by the Lakers. Nice cross-court kill attempt, and that one is going to end up going out of play for the Lakers' point. Well within reach now are the Lakers for taking set number 4 and sending us to a set number 5. And their 2 wins this season have been in 5-set games, so not boding well for the Vulcans as Buwawa able to keep the serve alive. Hit over by Ruggiero, dealt with by the Lakers. Just a little bloop hit, mishandled between Johnson and Sobocheska, both trying to go for it. Lakers now up by 9, 21-12. And with that, the Vulcans will take a timeout. And California need to think of something, and something quick, if they want to try to keep this set close enough that they can come back in. And I'm not quite sure what exactly they can do here. I mean, they looked terrific 2 sets in a row, but in this set number 4 just haven't been at their best.
No, most definitely not. Definitely not consistent in most performance. I think it's most definitely important to work together, most definitely. Serves is definitely a thing. If you cannot get your sets up, I promise it's most definitely better to pass it than it is to try to set it and get a double and have a fault and make the other team give you points. It's just all the little things that just need to be worked on. Most definitely need to find some, what would you say, grit to try to win it back. Because I've seen some good comebacks, and this needs to be one of them.
And I think we saw just the mental errors from this Vulcan team here in set number 4. Like we talked about, a lot of the serves haven't been great enough, giving over points to the Lakers. They've been called on 4 or 5 double hits in this game. They're just free points that they're giving over to the Lakers.
At least 10 points given away.
With that, the Vulcans needed that as the serve by Ward, unable to make its way over the net. Excuse me, the serve by Wall, unable to make its way over the net. It gives a point back to the Vulcans. Now back to serve for California will be Johnson. Johnson's serve hits off the top of the net, but Hennessy able to deal with it. Hennessy's kill too strong, dug out nicely by Barnes. Howard able to get that one over. That one maybe would have went out, but Mercyhurst unsure, keep that one in play. Nice job by Johnson to keep it alive. Sobocheska's hit, dug out nicely by the Lakers. Hennessy's kill blocked, ends up right back in her face as the Vulcans needed that point. And you can hear the bench getting really excited about that one. Johnson now still back to serve. Vulcans trailed by 7, 14-21. Looking to cut into that lead even more. Johnson's serve, way too strong over the back, and just like you talked about, giving over free points, that serve not good enough. It gives and pushes the Lakers closer to taking set number 4.
Something very, 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 very vital, especially in close games.
Served by the Lakers, dealt with by the Vulcans. Lakers now trying to get it back across. Hennessy dug out by Buwawa. Set up for Howard. Howard's kill. Great dig by Masha Mateo. Schnarr dug out by Drumberger. Barnes now to Subocheska. Subocheska with a little blooper, and the Lakers not on the same page. Hit out a play by Hennessy, and the Vulcans able to get themselves another point, still in that 7-point hole. But in the serve now for California will be Favada. Favada, one of the outstanding servers on this team, needs to be, if the Vulcans want to maintain in this game. Her serve dug out by Malloy. Now back across. Berkey's kill tipped and hits the ground. Not after a great diving after by Masha Mateo, just trying to keep it alive. Vulcans now inching ever closer, down by 6. Point credited that time to Berkey. Favada with the serve once again. Dug out by Kelly. And the kill attempt. Buwawa's too strong, but Drumberger able to track back and get it. And that time Barnes unable to get it as it was going into her own bench, and she had to run around her own coach to do it. Unfortunate.
Most definitely unfortunate, especially when you try. It's always like nicer, especially when someone shakes the ball to try to get it. It's just sad when it doesn't work out.
Hennessy's serve dug out by Drumberger. Favada with the back set to Howard. Howard's kill blocked nicely by the Lakers. Set up once again for Howard. Howard that time won't be denied. Sends that one in the back corner, too strong, and gives the Vulcans another point. Still in this game. 23-17 is the score. Back to serve now will be Subocheska. Subocheska serve high in the air. Dealt with nicely by the Vulcans, or the Lakers, excuse me, but that hit just goes out of play. California still very much in this game, now down by 5. It looks like that Mercyhurst will call a timeout, and with that, we will take a quick commercial break. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network.
Vulcan football is back this fall. September 1st versus Fairmont State. September 10th at Kutztown. September 17th at Shepherd. September 24th versus Edinburgh. October 1st at Clarion. October 8th versus IUP. October 15th at Seton Hill. October 22nd versus Slippery Rock. October 29th at Mercyhurst. November 5th versus Gannon. November 12th versus East Stroudsburg. All games live on CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network.
Welcome back to the Convocation Center here in set number 4 between the Lakers and the Vulcans. The Lakers with a 5-point lead, 23-18, but California not going quietly here in set number 4, is trying to make things closer. Subocheska with the serve, dug out nicely by Hennessy. Great block by Howard, but Mercyhurst able to keep it alive. Another great block by Howard, 2 blocks in a row. You see her teammates pushing her around. Great job by Chelsea Howard, sending it back and sending it back again. The Vulcans still in this game, down. They're down by 8 at one point, now only down by 4. 23-19. Subocheska with another serve off the top of the net, but dealt with nicely. Great kill by the Lakers. Hits the close referee. Hopefully he's all right and sets up the Lakers for set point.
Yeah, reffing is definitely not for the week, that's for sure.
Lakers serve dug out by the Vulcans. Berkey's kill not dealt with by the Lakers. California now down by 4. The Wawa back to serve needs to be a good one. Needs to make sure he gets this one over the net. The Vulcans still want any say in set number 4. Lakers able to keep it alive. Dug out by Sabucheska. That one awkward, too awkward for Favada to get a hold of. And with that, the Lakers will take set number 4, and that will send us to a set number 5.
Yeah, now here what we'll see is with captains. Once again, they'll flip a coin to see who has serve.
And with that, the Lakers will take set number 4, 25-20. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Network.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. So if you want to talk to your kids, you have to get it trending.
No, you're doing it wrong.
Let's go.
Can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
You can say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You can ask with an app if it works for you. You can chat with them in VR. It's all good if you think you should check in. Yeah, you should.
Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
More attractions. More fear. Survive the clowns in Twisted Nightmare 3D. Experience more scares than ever before. Haunted Hills Estate Scream Park returns September 9th. Get your tickets now at hauntedhillsestate.com.
Another season of volleyball action is here, and CUTV has you covered. From the season opening Vulcan Invitational to an entire slate of PSAC West action, you won't miss one exciting dig, pass, or kill. All games will be live on PSAC Network, as well as CUTV Sports 1 on YouTube. For all things Vulcan athletics, check out calvulcans.com for schedules, stats, and more. With calvulcans.com and CUTV, you'll have the best seat in the house.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Convocation Center for the 5th and final set between the Mercyhurst Lakers and the California Vulcans. Mercyhurst took set number 1. California took 2 straight, but Mercyhurst, after a great display in set number 4, were able to take it. And now starting off set number 5, Mercyhurst will get the first serve of the game. Will be Master Mateo. Her serve dug out by Droneberger. Fake attempt by Howard. And then Droneberger tried to keep that one out of it. Maybe if she would have let that go, it would have went out of play.
Yeah, most definitely would have been out, for sure. I think it's just basically execution and telling whether the ball is out.
Master Mateo, her serve dug out by Sabucheska. Favada with the setup for Howard. Howard's kill dug out nicely by the Lakers. Set up once again for Schnar. Schnar dug out by Buwawa. Now set up for Berkey on the outside. Berkey's kill just hit the inside of that line for the point for the Vulcans. Absolutely needed that. Tied things now up at 1.
Yeah, what?
Looks like a little bit of miscommunication between the referees. So it will be the Vulcan serve. Back to serve now will be number 11, Kelly Lynch. Lynch, that teardrop serve before, sends that one very strong, but dug out nicely by the Lakers. Set up on the outside, dug out nicely by Favada. Lynch now sets up for Droneberger. Droneberger's kill too strong, just out of play, trying to find that back line. Unable to do so, gives the Lakers another 1 point lead. 2-1, and in set number 5, it will be the first to 15 now instead of 25. So these teams need to be extra careful about what points they give away.
It's most definitely important, especially for small mistakes not to happen as much or as possibly at all.
Droneberger's killed, dug out by the Lakers. Now set up for Schnarr. Schnarr goes out of play. I believe the Lakers thought it may have tipped onto one of the Vulcans, but
it most definitely did not.
No tip. Went out of play. Point for the Vulcans. Things now all tied up at 2. Wawa back to serve. Wawa dug out by Hennessy. Now set up for Schnarr again. Schnarr's killed, blocked by Howard, or by Howard, but goes out of play. For the Laker points, you know, it was Johnson on the block attempt. Unfortunate. The Lakers 1 point lead once again. Domsky with the serve. It's raised off the top of the net, dug out by Lynch. Killed by Berkey. Dealt awkwardly by the Lakers, but the Lakers able to get it over. Set up on the outside for Droneberger. Droneberger's kill. Terrific placement. Able to tie things up now at 3. And you can hear the Vulcans bench getting into it. The fans in attendance here in the Convocation Center getting into it now as we are in to set number 5. Back to serve for the Vulcans is going to be Berkey. Berkey serve dealt with by the Lakers. Schnarr dug out nicely by Berkey. Now Droneberger with the kill attempt once again. That time, great block at the net by Schnarr and Murphy. And the Vulcans unable to catch back up. Gives the Lakers a 1 point lead once again. After the substitution, back to serve will be Alexa Mitchell. Mitchell's serve, dug out by Droneberger. Barnes with the pass, but a nice block. Barnes able to get that one over. Nice diving effort by Hennessy to keep it alive. Droneberger digs that one out. It's going to be set up for her once again. Her kill, dug out nicely. Set up on the outside, great block by Johnson. And the Lakers unable to get it over. Great hands at the net by Johnson.
Most definitely a vital turn in the game.
And great block by Johnson. Ties things all up at 4. With that, Lynch will check out of the game. Looks like Sobocheska going to come back in once more. Back to serve will be Droneberger. Droneberger's serve. Dug out by Hennessy. Now set up on the outside. Nice job able to tip it and keep it alive with Johnson. Sobocheska set up once again. It's going to be dug out and now set up for Sobocheska on the outside. Her kill blocked at the net. This back set. That time just too strong by Ruggiero. Goes out of play. Or it's going to be a point for the Vulcans. Excuse me, I believe it was tipped out of play. With that, California with the 1 point lead. Droneberger still back to serve. Droneberger serve dealt with by Hennessy. Now hit over by the Lakers. Back set. Now for Ruggiero, that time blocked once again, but unable to keep it in play. And the Vulcans now 2 points in a row, both on the back of Ruggiero. Now Droneberger still back, serving for the Vulcans. Droneberger serve, dug out by Hennessy. Set up on the outside, great block on the attempt by Miller. Back set, Ruggiero here just able to place it right in front of the defenders, and you hear the Vulcan bench getting really excited. And it looks like with that, the Lakers will call a timeout. California on a roll there.
Most definitely an important role of the game.
A couple great sets in a row by Barnes and able to find Ruggiero every single time, 3 times in a row, able to find the point. That time just drop that one in. And if you're the Vulcans, like we talked about earlier, timeout may just try to slow things down, but if you are the Vulcans coming out of this timeout, how do you keep your team in that groove that they were just in?
I think momentum is definitely important, especially when the game's this close like this. It's definitely important for the bench to be most definitely excited, and most definitely to try to keep your momentum up and be excited as you're playing. You know what I mean? Don't let down, especially in close games like this.
California up 7-4 over the Lakers here in set number 5. What a great game it's been. Mercyhurst looked great in set number 1. The Vulcans looked dominant in sets 2 and 3. And then the Lakers took control back in set number 4. But California with all the momentum here in set number 5. Drumberger serve. Dug out by the Lakers. Set up in the middle for Miller. California able to keep it alive. Great run back by Drumberger. Subocheska able to get it over. Now Lakers looking to attack on the outside. Great block attempt by the Vulcans. Unable to keep it in that time. Ruggiero met it at the apex, but just couldn't keep it in. With that, the Lakers end their slide. Now only down by 2, 7-5. Aisha Kelly with the serve. Dug out by the Vulcans. Now set up in the middle. Nice hit. Faked out everyone with Ruggiero. Looked like she was going to set up for the powerful kill, but just tipped that one over. Gives the Vulcans another point.
It's always important to read the defense, especially.
It looks like with that, they're going to switch sides as we reach the halfway point of set number 5. California with the lead 8-5. And I believe they will make some substitutions. They're coming in now for the Vulcans will be number 21, and back to serve will be Grace Dorson.
I say it's Dorkin, but that's what looks like me.
Dorson serve hits up at the top of the net. Great job by Kelly to keep it alive for the Lakers. Great block at the net by Howard and Ruggiero.
On fire today.
And with that, Mercyhurst are going to take another timeout. And with that, we will take a quick commercial break. Don't get anywhere. We'll be right back on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC network.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
ZWX.
You're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Convocation Center in this 5th and final set between the Vulcans and the Lakers. California with a 4-point lead, 9-5 in set number 5. First to 15 in this set, or to win by 2. California in the driver's seat. Dorson with the serve, dug out by Kelly. Hennessy hits it over, and the Lakers able to get it across. Set up for Howard again. Howard just slams it down with authority. I think that one almost broke a hole into the gym floor.
Most definitely.
California on a roll now. Dorson with the serve once again. Dug out by Kelly. Awkwardly dealt with, Lakers able to get it across. Set up on the outside for Subocheska. Her kill dug out by Mitchell. And the kill attempt is going to end up going out of play. Another point for the Vulcans. Miss hit that time by Hennessy.
Just missed the inside antenna for sure.
quite sure on the overtime rules for timeouts, but the Lakers already have taken 2 in this half, so not too sure if they really have any timeouts left to try to kill this momentum of the Vulcans. Dorson serve once again. Dug out, now set up for the Lakers. Great block by Subwacheska and Howard. Those two have been phenomenal at the net all night, and they're coming up big when the Vulcans need it the most. In California with a 7-point lead here in set number 5. Dorson still serving. The serve dug out by Kelly. And set up for Miller on the outside. Miller too scared. Subwacheska at the net. Couldn't get it over. And the Vulcans 2 points away from taking set number 5. Dorson still serving. Nice dig by the Lakers. Set up on the outside. Nice block, but dealt with by Buwawa. Backside now for Riguero. That one dug out by Mitchell. Now Miller just trying to get that one across. Nice kill attempt again by Howard. Great pass by Barnes and an even better kill by Howard. They've been doing it all set. And the Vulcans on set point now after a 10-point run. All comes down to this now. Dorson serve, dug out by Kelly. Outside to Miller. Miller's killed, dug out nicely. It's going to end up going just out of play. Thought Barnes almost had it. Looks like the players running on the near side thought it was going to end up in
definitely thought it was
pound.
going to be in.
And what a way that would have ended if it would have just taken a lucky bounce just all the way across the court. But
what overpass to seal the deal.
The Lakers finally able to end the Vulcan run. Lakers serve dug out by Subwacheska. Set up again for Howard. Howard's dug out that time by Mitchell. Subwacheska able to deal with it. Back set now to Riguero. That one is going to go tipped and out of play. California able to weather the storm against the Lakers and come out with a win, 3-2 overall from everyone here at CUTV, from our producers Gary Smith and Tom Caton. For my broadcast partner today, Miss Noah Turner. For myself, Jonathan Sabe, thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for not only for football between California and Clarion, but volleyball between California and Edinburgh. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you all tomorrow.